Welcome back to Founder Voices of Women's History Month. I'm Lauren Conaway, founder and CEO of Innovate Her KC, and I have to tell you, I am absolutely thrilled to have with us one of my favorite female founders, and incidentally, a founder who has actually not just been on the journey with Innovate Her KC with us, but has also, you are actually integral to the founding of Innovate Her KC, Carlanda. You've been in it for the long haul. So thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here. Always a pleasure, always an honor. Thank you so much.
Well, so let's hop right into it because I want to hear more about your story. But first things first, I want to talk to you about Bodify. That's your startup. Can you tell us a little bit about Bodify, what it is and what you do?
Yes. So put really simply, Bodify is a platform that leverages computer vision and artificial intelligence to help online shoppers find the brands that will best fit their bodies. And then we layer the brand recommendations with a size depending upon what type of clothing you're looking for.
That is absolutely amazing. So I know that one of your talking points, but one of the things that actually just, it blows my mind is how much time you'll be saving the would-be shopper. Because I don't know if all of you know this, but women's clothing and sizing in particular, there are some issues, and it's really difficult to find things that fit across brand. And the fact that you are addressing that situation, I cannot imagine how much time you're going to give back some of the folks out there who are the heavy shoppers.
Yes, the whole idea is to increase efficiency in the shopping process and to reduce the amount of returns, because the number one reason for returns is fit, right?
Absolutely.
And not, as you mentioned, not all brands fit the same. And so there are just some brands that will never fit people. There are some brands I can't shop at regardless of the size that they have. So yeah, we're saving folks time and money. And
even folks that you're simplifying a process, you're bringing efficiency and ease into people's lives. I just love it. So Carlanda, I have to ask you, I always love hearing the answers to this question, but you and I go way back, and I'm in particular interested to hear your answer to this question. Yes. I want to know what has your experience as a female founder, as a female founder of color in particular, what has your experience been? What has that meant to you?
So I always kind of say that what it means to me is being able to demonstrate to future founders that it's possible. So it's very hard to be a thing if you've never seen a thing. Yeah. And if you're, younger me never really saw women or women of color or Black women specifically starting businesses, running companies. And I'm sure we were out there when I was like growing up in a childhood, we weren't visible. And so there's a difference between being in existence and being in existence and visible. And it's important to me to be both. Yeah. Right? So that's to answer your question, that's what it means to me. This is great. I love what I do. I love that it's able to provide a certain lifestyle for myself and my son. And I love that I'm really solving a problem. But there's this other more altruistic part where I know just from conversations I've had with, high school girls, middle school girls, even my own son, where the impact of seeing someone travel a different path than what's traditional opens up new thought pathways.
That is so powerful. And I can tell you that we have that a little bit of that shared experience, just hearing from the young ones coming up behind us, how representation matters, and you believe what you can see. Also would love to add the fact that, as a founder mom, you've got your son right there in the back seat. I love that so much, because being a parent is such an integral part of being an entrepreneur for so many, and in particular for so many women founders, female founders. And so I think it's really cool that he gets to see this piece of your journey. That is so impressive. And thanks so much for his patience. Thank you, friend, for hanging out with us just for a few minutes. I have A couple more questions for you.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, I really want to know, I want to take the 10,000 foot view. Why do you think it's important to invest in women-led innovation and entrepreneurship in general?
So there's a couple ways to answer that. For one, just on its face, it's important to invest in women-led entrepreneurship because it's important to invest in entrepreneurship, and men aren't the only people who start businesses.
Yeah.
And a lot of the solutions that we have today would not be around but for someone taking a chance and making an investment in a company that they thought was a breakthrough company. Particularly with women, I can't say because we have really like better ideas than men. No, I can't think, but more so because there are problems that only women can solve for other women.
Sure.
And women are half of the population. So if you never make investment, whether it's financial, mentoring, whatever it might be, connections to resources, if you never invest in women-led companies, then not only are the entrepreneurs underserved, but everyone they would have helped remain unserved.
Absolutely. Well, I love that as a statement of fact. I have one final question for you, Carlanda. What advice or encouragement would you give to the female founders out there, the women who are potentially thinking about starting a business? What are some words of wisdom that you'd like to share?
You know, it's funny. I read a quote actually yesterday where it said that the difference between women and men is that men, or women founders and men founders, that men walk into a meeting expecting to be treated a certain way and are upset when it doesn't happen. And women walk into a meeting expecting to be treated a certain way and are pleasantly surprised when it doesn't happen. Yeah. And so my advice for any woman founder would be to expect greatness, not just from yourself, but from the people you interact with, and own your stuff. Like,
yeah,
if you don't believe in you, it's really difficult to convince other people to believe in you.
Yeah.
If you don't believe in you, it's really difficult to expect other people to believe in you. And I also, I think that women, we tend to second guess ourselves more than other genders do.
That imposter syndrome piece. Yeah, for sure.
And just cut it out. You are capable. You are smart. You did not just pull your idea out of your behind.
Yeah.
You know exactly what you're building and you know exactly why. And despite any questions that people have, naysayers, weird interactions, all of that, like, you're killing it and you're rocking it, and believe in yourself because you got this.
For sure. Well, I feel like that is a perfect note to end on. You got this, female founders, and you have, you have people like myself and Carlanda and Garnett with Aperture VC, our presenting partners. You have all of these people in your corner, and just know that we're here as resources. We're here to encourage. Carlanda, I'm going to give you like a huge round of applause, because I know, my friend, that much like so many of us, you are juggling a million things, a million demands on your time. You're such a great mom. You're such a great founder. And I'm so proud of you. So proud to know you. I'm thanking your son back there for his patience and allowing his rock star mom to take a moment to shine with us. But you are just,
thank you so
incredible.
much.
You're an inspiration. And thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
I appreciate it, Lauren. Thank you so much. And I have a deep appreciation for your acknowledgement of that. It used to be something that I saw as a hindrance, motherhood, single motherhood, but now I just embrace it. And if you're
an amazing mom, and it's a part of your journey. And I know you and I have talked about the fact that it's a part of your inspiration. So we could sit here and we could do a slickly produced studio, interview. But the fact is, your reality is that you have a lot going on and you still manage to excel and shine. So let's acknowledge and honor that, especially this month for Women's History Month.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks so much, Carlanda. I love your face.
Thank
And
you. Love your
thank
face.
you for sharing a little bit of yourself and your story.
Appreciate it. Thank you.